Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are in the market for a good hyaluronic acid serum and you're not sure which one to get out of these three that I'm mentioning in this video, then this video is for you. I mean, if I was buying a hyaluronic acid serum now, I would love to watch a review like this. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about these three serums. First one is L'Oreal Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Second one is La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5 Serum. And the last but certainly not the least is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid plus B5 Serum. Now, I already have separated video reviews on these three serums and I'm going to put them all in one playlist, and the playlist will be right here in case you're interested in full detailed reviews on these serums. And today I'm just going to compare them and tell you my opinion on which one I think is the best and which one do I recommend. Okay, so I'm going to go through main active ingredients, controversial ingredients, effect on the skin, is the serum suitable for sensitive skin, price point, and at the end I'm going to give you my final verdict and I'm going to tell you which serum do I recommend. Okay, so let's start with the main active ingredients. So let's start with the L'Oreal Revitalift Serum. In this serum you get 1.5 concentration of hyaluronic acid and you get both the low and the high molecular hyaluronic acid, which is great. And I mentioned this in all of my videos. It is very important to get a serum with both types of hyaluronic acid because the low molecular hyaluronic acid actually has a higher chance of penetrating deeper into your skin and actually reducing wrinkles, while the high molecular hyaluronic acid is just there to hydrate the skin. So this one has both low and high molecular hyaluronic acid. It also has a glycerin. Glycerin is another humectant that binds water. So this serum is going to be very hydrating. And then another important ingredient that I would like to mention in this actives category is this peptide right here. This belongs to the Botox in the jar types of peptides, and this one can actually reduce wrinkles. There's a study showing a 74% wrinkle reduction. So yeah, this is a great ingredient overall for wrinkle reduction. Moving on to La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5. This one also has the low and high molecular hyaluronic acid. I'm not sure what's the percentage of hyaluronic acid in this one. It's not stated on the packaging, so I'm not sure about that, but it does have low and high molecular hyaluronic acid. Again, it has glycerin and it has vitamin E. Vitamin E is a great antioxidant, helps with fighting the free radicals. And then we have vitamin B5, or in other words, panthenol. Now, panthenol is another great moisturizer and humectant. And the ingredient that I would like to emphasize in Hyalu B5 is this one right here. This one has wound healing properties. It acts anti-inflammatory and it does stimulate the collagen production, so it does show anti-aging effects. And then last but certainly not the least is dimethicone. That is an occlusive, and I mentioned in the review, separated review on this serum, that occlusives are not very common in hyaluronic acid serums. And dimethicone, besides having that occlusive effect and locking in that moisture, can also have an instant plumped up effect. It can instantly plump up the fine lines and give you that plumped up look. So yeah, that's another ingredient that I thought would be nice to mention because it's not very common for hyaluronic acid serums to have occlusives in them. And then we have the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Now, this one has the highest concentration of hyaluronic acid, has 2% of hyaluronic acid, and it has three types of hyaluronic acid: low, medium, and high molecular hyaluronic acid. Now, not sure about the medium one, but yeah, it has low molecular hyaluronic acid. So if you ask me, that's the most important thing here. And again, it does have B5, same as the La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5. So we do have panthenol here as well. And of course we have glycerin, another humectant, and that's pretty much it. I think the Ordinary one is like a simplified version of the Hyalu B5 by La Roche-Posay, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's what you get in the Ordinary serum. So based on the ingredients, I would say that the La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5 will win this round of best active ingredients because of vitamin E and this ingredient. Yeah, just because of that. But I think that, you know, L'Oreal and Ordinary also have good ingredients. It's just that, you know, when you compare them, I would say maybe La Roche-Posay wins here. Okay, now let's talk about the controversial ingredients. Let's start with L'Oreal. Definitely L'Oreal has the most controversial ingredients here. First of all, it has HEPAs, this ingredient right here. This one is found controversial by some people because it does have one study showing that it can cause free radical damage in the presence of oxygen. but it does not have any studies showing the direct impact on the skin. So if you ask me, I wouldn't avoid the serum just because of that ingredient. But then we have another controversial ingredient, and that is fragrance. And this one is, I would say, heavily fragranced because first of all, you can sense the smell it's really strong. And fun fact, I was using all of these serums at the time when I was using retinaldehyde, this one, by the way, if you're interested in the retinaldehyde that I was using. And my skin isn't naturally sensitive to fragrance, but when I use retinoids, and in this case retinaldehyde, my skin becomes sensitive to fragrance products. So I could not use the L'Oreal Revitalift serum at the time because it was burning my skin really bad. Just saying, that one is not going to be good for sensitive skin. So yeah, those are the two controversial ingredients in L'Oreal. Moving on to La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5. This one has alcohol and fragrance. Now, alcohol for me is not a controversial ingredient. I don't find it controversial. I don't mind when a product has alcohol because first of all, alcohol is a penetration enhancer. So it might help with the effect on the skin. It might help the active ingredients penetrate deeper into your skin. So it can only help, you know, it's not a bad thing to have alcohol in your products. That's my personal opinion, but I know that a lot of people are against alcohol, so I am emphasizing it here in this category, controversial ingredient. So yeah, make what you will out of it. The second controversial ingredient in Hyalu B5 is fragrance again. It does have fragrance and you can sense it when you smell the serum, but it did not burn my skin. And I was, of course, using it simultaneously with the retinaldehyde. And I think that was a perfect timing for me to test out these products because I was able to determine which one will burn my skin and which one will not. So this Hyalu B5 by La Roche-Posay did not burn my skin, even though I was using it at the same time with the retinaldehyde by Aven. So there you go. It does have fragrance, but for me, it did not cause me any problems. It didn't burn my skin. I cannot tell you if it will burn your skin or not. That will definitely depend on how sensitive your skin is. So that is individual. You will have to figure that out on your own or with your dermatologist. And then we have the ordinary serum with absolutely no controversial ingredients. Yeah, ordinary serum does not have any controversial ingredients, which is great. Round of applause for Ordinary. There's no alcohol, there's no fragrance, there's no HEPAs. Ordinary created a serum that is, you know, pretty much safe for everyone. I think that the winner of this category is definitely the Ordinary serum because it has no controversial ingredients. Okay, now let's talk about the effect on the skin. I would say that pretty much these are all great regarding the effect on the skin. They all nourish the skin really well and hydrate the skin really well. My favorite regarding the effect would maybe be La Roche-Posay because I noticed with that one that my skin felt nourished and moisturized and hydrated even in the morning. When I apply it in the evening and I wake up in the morning, my skin is still very hydrated, moisturized, and nourished in the morning. And I did not notice that with L'Oreal and Ordinary. So if you ask me, effect-wise, I think that La Roche-Posay wins this round. Okay, next category is how suitable is the serum for sensitive skin? Okay, so the only one suitable for sensitive skin is the Ordinary, unfortunately. I cannot recommend the La Roche-Posay because it does have fragrance listed. Even though it did not cause me any trouble, I cannot recommend it for sensitive skin. So if you have extremely sensitive skin, definitely go for the Ordinary serum. And the final category is the price point. Okay, so I was comparing the prices on Amazon, and on Amazon, L'Oreal Revitalift serum retails for around $30, but you can get it for $17, even for $17. So one retailer sells it for $30 and the other one sells it for $17. So just be careful and explore your options well on Amazon because you can get it, you know, cheaper. And then the most expensive serum is definitely the Hyalu B5 because this one really retails for $30. You cannot get it cheaper than this, or at least I couldn't find a cheaper version. And then the most affordable one is the Ordinary. The Ordinary retails for around $10. Here on this link it was $12, but I paid around $10 for this one, so this one is definitely the most affordable one. La Roche-Posay is definitely the most expensive one. It's around $30. And then we have the Ordinary with a really affordable price. It's around $10. That's a bargain. Yeah, definitely $10 for a serum. It's really affordable. So definitely Ordinary wins the price point category, and you still get a great serum for your money. And now finally, let me give you my final verdict. Which serum do I recommend? Okay, so effect wise, I would definitely recommend La Roche-Posay because I think La Roche-Posay is my favorite because of the effect on the skin, but I cannot recommend it to people with sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, go for the Ordinary. That's the safest option here. And if you don't have sensitive skin, if you can handle a little bit of fragrance and you don't mind the price point, maybe you don't have a budget, I'm really happy for you if you don't have a budget. Yeah, so if you don't have a budget, maybe you can try the La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5. And there you go, there you have it. That will be it for today's video. If it was helpful in any way, you know, liking this video would help me out a lot. So if you can do that, you know, just it takes like how many 3 seconds to like this video. So maybe you can do that for me. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your fave. Have you tried any of these serums? And I will see you in my next video. Bye.